But the house, the state house was not ready for him, the president's house. So he stayed in a cottage for 5 years, a 3-bedroomed cottage, 2-bedroomed, for 5 years, 2018 to 2023. This man must be worth 40 million, because 4 million times 10 is 40 million from his farm. So his net worth, if he was in a first world country, he can buy a plane if he wants, because he's got a balance sheet that supports it. What is it about a car that we talk about? Could the president vatenga motor for motor?
Where it becomes an issue that the president has bought a car?
Motor.
A car.
This man has $4 million per annum. He can buy whatever car that he wants. I'm a car junkie. This president, those who talk about him in 2017, 2018, before he went to State House, those who are talking about him have bigger houses than him. So we must be worrying where they got the money from, not him. Because his house, I know it. I've walked in it. The value of the house, I used to wonder, how can a vice president stay in a house like this?
Who else has noticed that Kuda Tagwirei is now being seen more and more in the public? Vachitaura, wakaona kuma school seminar, wakaona kuma church events, wangari kwa Prophet Makandiwa ku youth events, and now you saw him ku ZCC as well, vachitaura pama public events. In the past, we rarely saw Kuda Tagwirei, taingoona ma pictures ake. A few, I only remember 3 or 4 of his pictures, but now takuona him speaking more and more in my public events. I don't know, maybe it's just my guess, but I'm sure it is now being prepared. His picture is now being abakugadzirwa public image. It's not ku profile muno. It's not what word can we say? PR. We are now showcasing who is Kuda Tagwirei to the people. How does he think? Is he charismatic? And my only guess is that he's now being prepared to occupy a position in the government, or a public servant, occupy a position in the higher echelons of power in Zimbabwe. I mean, maybe it's my guess. Tell me, what do you think? What is Kuda Tagwirei being prepared for? My guess, varoda kuti pama rumors, varoda pama insinuation, varoda kuti pama hearsay, whatever it is. Just tell us in the comment section what you think. This video is talking about President Mnangagwa showering praises of course, and I want you to tell me what you think about what he said. And the President Vaigara mu2 cottage for the duration of his first term, and this to show how humble he is. Of course, tunogona doubt that President Vaigara 2 rooms. But no, tell me what you think about this in the comment section. I'll be glad to hear your thoughts.
I want to tell you a little bit about the president of this country. He has not sent me to say this, but I'm going to say it. Because some of the things that you say about him worry me. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about those who speak about him. Now, if I know one of the most humblest person I know, who has an open door policy, is the president. Wherever you find him, he is talking to people. He allows people to come to him. Okay? That is the president. This president, those who talk about him in 2017, 2018, before he went to State House, those who are talking about him have bigger houses than him. So we must be worrying where they got the money from, not him. Because his house, I know it. I've walked in it. The value of the house, I used to wonder, how can a vice president stay in a house like this? That's the president's house. It's in Helensville. Because his house, he has not taken anything. Because he is a house. If he had taken, I would see it in his house. I would see it. I would see it. It's in Helensville. Let me tell you something about him. The president, Mnangagwa, has, because of security reasons, they had to move him from his house. Because he was staying in Mal. He was saying, let me stay in Helensville. I don't have a problem. No. You're now the president. For security reasons, you need to move to the State House. But the house, the State House, was not ready for him, the president's house. So he stayed in a cottage for 5 years. A 3-bedroomed cottage, 2-bedroomed. For 5 years, 2018 to 2023. Anyone who is a president would never have stayed in such a house. Okay. Anyone. Even those who are wanting to be president would never have stayed in such an environment. I have been there. So when we talk about this man, most likely we don't know what we are talking about. Now, I brought you some statistics, did some numbers for you. This man is a farmer. His farm is 405 hectares. If he was corrupt, he should have taken 5,000 hectares. Those who are saying a lot about him have more hectares than he has. And yet they are junior in position. And so I want to say to you, 2 minutes. I just want to tell you about my president. And so, but he has then contracted farmers around him so that at least they can farm, and he provides inputs for them. Since 2008, he was there's a club that is there. You might not know. That is called a 10-ton club. If you farm and per hectare you produce 10 tons, you then are in what is called a 10-ton club. He has been in this club since 2008. And there are not more than 30 farmers who are called in a 10-ton club. Now, to be in a 10-ton club, you have to have an area that has produced 10 tons within the entire field. But your average yield might be 8 tons per hectare. But if you have an area where you produce, so CITCO will come and mark it and say, this is 10-ton club. Now let me say something to you. The president's farm, the entire farm, is above 10 tons. He sends 5,000 tons of maize every year to GMB. I'm telling you about I want you to know your leader, so that people might not tell you things which are mis. Let me tell you something else. He farms soya beans and he produces 500 tons. He farms potatoes. This year's potato crop is putting it on 150 hectares, which is going to produce 11,250 tons of potatoes. I'm talking about who? And I will ask Prophet, you can take some of the youths to his farm to see for yourself. And I'm going to ask him that I was at UFIC and I said to them, the youth want to come and see your farm. So that you see for what I'm talking about. So that you don't hear rumor, you see things. Last year, he produced on 600 hectares. He is, on per hectare, he produces 8 tons per hectare of wheat, which is most probably the highest in the country. And he produced 4,800 tons that is sent to GMB of wheat. He then produces barley, 200 hectares, and he produces 1,500. He has also gone to lease some farms to ask for, you go and ask for pasture. And he's going to ask for pasture to put his cows because he has 3,000 cattle. And they calve, I say the worst case scenario 50%, but generally it's around 70-80% calving a year. So which means that he produces 1,500 calves a year. Are you following? Now that's my president. That's my president. So I then did some numbers because I love numbers. The turnover for his farm, he's going to kill me, but I'm going to tell you, is around $11 million a year. The profit that he makes, if he makes a profit 35%, that's around $4 million a year. Now, what is a car that you talk about if this man makes $4 million? If I'm talking about net worth, those who are calculating right now, this man must be worth 40 million because 4 million times 10 is 40 million from his farm. So his net worth, if he was in a first world country, he can buy a plane if he wants. Because he's got a balance sheet that supports it. What is it about a car that we talk about? Could the president vatenga motor for motor?
Where it becomes an issue that the president has bought a car?
Motor.
A car.
This man has $4 million per annum. He can buy whatever car that he wants. I'm a car junkie. And I know the value of cars. So I just wanted to give you some understanding.
Ladies and gentlemen, nasu taenda kwa favorite chief yenyu, Chief Bushu, kwa Bushu, kuchamba. Tichitiri kuchikoro kwa Bushu kwa iwanzwa singade. Hani ndobva kwa Bushu. Saka tamboya se logos. Mbaibiri makanyorwa madzimambo. Saka isu toda respect madzimambo. Tomboyaitira katsubidi ke set ripa number 3.2 kVA solar system. Yavataisira in one of his places ziri kwa Bushu kunongo. Saka chief muri sei?
Ai ndakanaka.
Yes, chipo chedu chinotya.
Ndikuzwa kufara zvisingaite nechipo chandapuwa chine logo Solartech. Chipo chapuwa mambo.
Yes.
Mambo dunhu kwa Bushu. Mwoyo wangu wakatambanuka zvisingaite.
Yes.
Mufaro wangu kuti ndiwanikwe chiwana chipo chakadai so. Ndakaenda kutendewe logos. Chipo ichi chamapa mambo mandichengetedza. Maremekedza kuguta rangu rekwa Bushu. Ende ndiri kufara zvakanyanya nekuti vashoma vanazvo ende zvatanga naMambo Bushu. Vari kunzwa kutapirirwa nekufara nebasa hombe ramandiitira iri.
Saka uyu ndizigona kunda aivaitira mambo wavo. imi kana mine mambo wenyu wamuda kuitirawo munongotibata toita se tokuitirai maita mazomambo
Ah, kwanaka.